The Quest 3 stock head strap, just like the Quest 2 stock head strap, has been quite thoroughly panned as just bad, and while I did not completely hate it myself, I still very much am interested in a better option, but due to money concerns, I can't afford one. So I thought to myself, how can I DIY one myself with what I currently have? This was that result. And not to toot my own horn, but toot toot, it's quite amazing. As a VR enthusiast, I have a number of VR headsets that include some of the accessories for those as well. One of my favorites is the Pico 4, and specific to the Pico 4, the AMVR 3-in-1 head strap. Both the face gasket and the halo piece for this are quite fantastic, so I thought to myself, I wonder if I can use that halo piece with the Quest 3. Short answer, yes you can. Let me show you everything I used to achieve this. That list includes some black craft paper that you can get at any craft store, which I'm using to make my light blockers, the AMVR halo piece, of course, the AMVR head strap attachment, some double-sided sticky tape, and some white, to match the Quest 3, Gorilla duct tape, which is not displayed here. If you've watched a couple videos prior to this one, you see that I started this concept then, and it evolved from what I showed then to this final version I use now. So let's get into that process. First order of business is attaching that halo piece, but before we do that, we need to split the top strap in half so we can weave it around the center anchor point in this halo piece. Some simple pair of scissors was used here, and as you can see, I split it about 3/4-ish of the way up. Once that cut's done, you weave it through the halo section and back over the top, securing the Velcro. Moving on to the light blockers, while I find it perfectly acceptable to use the Quest 3 without that face gasket, I personally found I preferred some type of light blockers, but only around the cheeks section, and also something that's not too overbearing and still allows airflow across my face. Taking that craft paper, I cut out 2 pieces and then determined how much space I needed them to cover and then cut them to size. This was a trial and error process for me, and depending on your face shape, your approach may vary if you choose to do this as well. Once I had the final pieces cut out, it was simply a matter of attaching them using the double-sided sticky tape. First at the bottom, and then once attached there, to the sides of the arms. Make sure you clean the areas you're attaching them to with some alcohol to ensure a better attachment. When fitted, these things just barely touch my skin and do an amazing job of keeping out light that may try to get through around the cheek section. Again, I personally didn't find an issue with light coming in over the top, so I didn't do anything for that part. Now we attach the halo section. First, attach the head strap arms. I forgot to do this the first time, and didn't realize it until I was well into the installation. And yep, definitely does not work out that way.
Oh, that was dumb.
This is the part you need the white duct tape for, as this piece is not designed for the Quest 3, and as such, doesn't fully fit over the arm, so I use pieces of the tape to secure it to those arms. The beautiful part here is the tape secures it enough that it won't shift and slide on your head, and yet it's loose enough you can slide it up and down the arm to fit to your head. Now it's time to add the AMVR head strap attachment. Hook the soft strap into the 2 sections on the ends there, and I personally ended up using a piece of tape around the center to secure the soft strap to the bottom of this attachment. I don't do that in this clip, but after some trial and error, I found that was the best solution. This is, after all, a DIY program using the components not specifically designed for the Quest 3 in order to save money, but in the end, this worked amazingly well. This worked so well, while I still plan on buying all the various third-party head straps to test and review, I'm uncertain at this point if I will ultimately choose them over my jank DIY alternative. Unless AMVR, and I'm now speaking directly to you, I'm using your components here, and it would be fantastic if you could do something like this designed specifically for the Quest 3. Just an idea. For those with the question, how stable is this on your head? I find it to be rock solid stable. You adjust the tightness the same way you adjust the standard stock strap, by moving those parts on the strap further together or further apart. And so you will have to find the right fit for you, but once I found that fit, it's great. Another positive here is with this approach, you're basically placing your eyes as close to those lenses as you can, so you pretty much maxed out the FOV. But you tell me, does something like this appeal to all of you out there? If AMVR made something like this, would you buy it? Let me know in the comments below.